Hi.
Hi. So today will be an updated photocard collection video. I expect this to be a long video, even though I know that I'm gonna try not to talk too much, but I'm still gonna end up talking a lot. And I just have a lot of binders, like way too many for my own good. It is insane. I collect way too many people in way too many groups. So this will be K-pop only. My J-pop collection is undergoing a makeover. So it's currently not in binders right now. This collection will also be undergoing a makeover. So I want to commemorate it with this video so that I can start 2024 fresh and new. So yeah, here is the last look at my collection as it is now. I am going to start off with these types of A5 binders. They're just really random groups in there. A lot of them are very empty as well, but I am planning on changing my collection, as I said, so a lot of what's in these binders will change, and a lot of the groups that I'm collecting, the groups will not change, but what and who I'm collecting will definitely change. So everything will be in other binders. So like I said, this is very much so the last time you will see my collection in this state. So this one is my aespa binder. So I was collecting OT4 aespa, but it's getting a little bit too much, so I will downsize to just winter and ningning. But this is what I have for OT4 aespa. It's mainly Savage and Girls era. I don't really have too much for my world and for drama era. And then I have nothing for drama. So that is my aespa collection. Next up we have my after school collection. Now this is a collection that's staying. It's also staying in this binder. I am collecting full after school, but because this is a collection that I actually want to finish, I am collecting a lot of older groups, second and third gen groups that I used to collect way back when, but I'm only collecting them casually. But after school is a group that I do want to finish because I absolutely love their Japanese, well, they pretty much only have Japanese photocards, but I love concept cards and I love their Japanese photocards. They're some of my favorite photocards ever, so I want to get them back again. I had most of this collection complete quite a few years ago, so getting it back is a little hard, but this is what I have for now. So after school is an 8-member group, so the first 4 members are on the first page and the last 4 members are on the second page. And then I also have Snuper back here because I have a lot of Snuper cards, but they're in an A5 wide binder, and these cards are too wide to fit in those, and I absolutely want these cards. They are my favorite cards ever, the Platonic Love cards. But I also have the Compass cards in here as well because, again, they are too wide, so I decided to put the Compass set in here. I'm not sure if I am going to keep them in here because I am switching out my binders again, and my like casual collections will end up in a big binder, so they will fit. So we'll see how that goes, but as of right now they are in here. And then the last collection to be in this type of A5 binder is Mamamoo. I do want to collect all of their photo cards because especially their older cards, they're like more concept cards. I do enjoy all of their photo cards, and Mamamoo used to be like a an alt of mine. I guess it could have been considered an alt of mine, and I don't know why I sort of never continued following them, because it's not like I don't like their music or anything of the sorts. I guess other groups came out and I just not forgot, because that's a harsh word, but you know, put mamamoo on the back burner. But in the past year, I've been enjoying collecting groups I used to collect way back when. So mamamoo is a collection like that. I don't have a lot of their cards, but I am keeping all of these. I just don't know if they'll stay in this binder or not yet. So like these first few eras are empty. And that was it. I do apologize if nothing of this is actually like straight, if it's crooked or anything. I want to apologize in advance, because nothing is going to be straight in here. I can guarantee you that. And next we will move on to this type of A5 binder, these zippered ones. In this one I have all of my other groups that I'm collecting casually, that I would like to get more cards of, but it's kind of hard to get these cards because they're older groups, their albums aren't in print, they're not in circulation as much, so it's a little bit harder to get these cards. But every card that I get from these groups I will keep, and more groups, there are other groups that I want to collect, but I don't have any cards for them yet. So I know that this will move out of this binder, and this binder will become a J-pop binder, but for the moment this is where they're in. So I have 9 muses first, and then I have these 2 after school cards, because I don't know if I want to collect this set in full. Then I have some AOA cards, mostly Chanmi because she's my bias. Then I have this one Bestie Dahe card. I have this one B2B card, Peniel, that was gifted to me. These 2 Block B cards, these are both from khael. These Bandit cards over here, these 2 CLC cards. This one was gifted to me a long time ago. And then I have this Sorn. These Daya cards. Daya is another group that I would like to collect in full, because I love Daya with all my heart, especially the this set, the Love Generation set, which is the set that which is the album that actually made me start liking Daya. Then I have the East Light photo cards here. These are all Sukchul. I have this Girls' Day Sojin card, and then I have some Gongwon Sonyo cards. Gongwon Sonyo is another one of like my favorite groups that I should move this. Another one of my favorite groups. I would like to get all of their cards as well. This random Hotshot card, Yoonsan. I also have Hojong. I just keep forgetting to put him in here. These Eyes cards. I do want to collect all of the Re-Eyes and From Eyes cards, just because I like those 2 albums a lot. Then I have this one 7 o'clock card. This is Junggu. And there's 2 Sonamu cards. This one was gifted to me a long time ago. And then I have UNB cards and Unity cards. Then I have my Wikimeki collection. Lucky is one of my favorite concepts, and they have a lot of these concept cards, and like the cards look so good together in sets. I would love to have all of these cards. But yeah. And that is it for this binder. Then we'll move on to groups where I only collect 4 cards per album, per release, for a specific member. So this is like the boy group version of that, but it's essentially just Golden Child and P1 Harmony. These 2, like the boy group binder and the girl group binder, will get consolidated together. My black binder doesn't sit down properly. So yeah, so first we have a Golden Child. I collect Jibum. So this is from Take a Leap. So a lot of them, sometimes I don't start from the very beginning, because Golden Child, before that, only had 1 or 2 photo cards per album. So I decided to start from Take a Leap, where since then they've at least had 4 cards, at least, per album. So So this is Take a Leap, and then I have Pump It Up. So I used to collect Jibum a long time ago, and I still have a lot of his cards, so that's why I still have all of these. This is Yes. This is Game Changer. So I do try to get like one of each different outfit or concept if there is. So like for a Game Changer there's 4 different concepts, but for Yes there was only 3. So I decided to keep these 2 because I already had them. And then for Dada onwards I don't have anything. So Dada, Aura, and then Feel Me. I'm not sure if that's actually the name of the album. I completely forgot, completely blanked on the actual name of the album when I was doing this, and I made my own template, so I don't have the album names on my template. So. And then the other group in here is P1 Harmony, and I collect Jongsub. So Standout only had 2 photo cards, but I decided to collect them anyways. So they're just on this page like this. And then Breakout, Find Out, Zero In, Set In, and All In. So that is this binder. Then we have the girl group equivalent of that, which has a little bit more groups in here. I tend to collect more boy groups than girl groups. So like when it comes to this, I have a lot more girl groups because I collect more boy groups in full. I wouldn't call myself a boy group stan because I'm quite 50-50 on the matter. Like I like boy groups and I like girl groups pretty equally, but my alts tend to be mostly boys. I'm not sure why, but I have way more female biases, so I don't know, it's confusing. So first off, we start with Billlie. So I collect Suhyun. So we have this is the Village of Perception chapter 1, Snowy Night. This is the Collective Soul and Unconscious chapter 1, Pet Bing Su, Village of Perception chapter 3, chapter 2, and chapter 3. So she's not in the new era, and I'm not collecting anybody else to replace her. And then we have Everglow, and I collect EU. So what I did is for their first 3 albums, they only had 2 photo cards each. So for the first 2, I'm only collecting 1 of each, and then I'm collecting both for Reminiscence. So this is Arrival of Everglow, and I'm missing Hush and 1 of Reminiscence. And this is the La-di-da album, or like the equations. This is Last Melody, Return of the Girl, and then their new one only has 4 album cards. So, and then I have Kepler Jaehyun. So I've been going back and forth on wanting to collect Kepler because I do love their music, I do love the girls, but I don't know if I want to like get too attached, and I don't know if I will like Jaehyun if she debuts like solo or in another group. So I don't want to like, I got lucky that for i-dle Yena debuted solo, but she's an ult, so I don't know. Jaehyun's not an ult, so my bias could change if she debuts in a group. But for now, I'm gonna keep her collection in this 4 card per era thing because I think it works out. It's not too overwhelming to collect, and like here, look, I'm done. So it's nice to see like full pages. So here we have First Impact, Two Blast, Troubleshooter, Love Struck, and then I don't have anything for Magic Hour. And for these collections, I do pick the cards that I want. At first, I was like, oh, I'll just get 4 cards, you know, it doesn't matter which ones. And then I was like, oh yeah, it does matter which ones I want. So I do pick the cards that I want, and those are the ones that are the only ones on my wish list. So nobody can offer me a different card to trade for or to buy. And then I have Purple Kiss, so I collect Doshi. Like Jongsub, the first album only had 2 cards, so I just put them on this page like this. So this is Into Violet, Hide and Seek, Mem Mem. This is Geeky Land. And then I had nothing for Cabin Fever or Festa. And then back here I have Woju Sonyo. Yeah, Woju Sonyo. Why did that sound so weird? Woju Sonyo, Bona. But because Woju Sonyo mainly has 3 cards per album, I decided to collect 2 cards per album and not collect every single album. As you can see, I have Happy Moment, but I don't have anything before, and I don't have Dream Your Dream, just because I thought it fit better. I don't know what the state of Woju Sonyo will be if they're ever going to have another comeback as a full group, or if because I collect Bona, she's in the black subunit, so I don't know what will happen with that. But for now, I'm just keeping this because I love Bona with all my heart. But wjsn is a little bit hard to collect, especially Bona since she's one of the more popular members. Especially now since she's doing so well with her acting. I love her so much. So I don't have anything for like the earlier eras. But then I have a natural and the black subunit, and then I don't have anything for sequins. So yeah, so that is it for this binder. I love these zippered binders so much. They're a little bit bigger than other zippered binders, so there's way more room here in between, like where the pocket ends and the zipper starts, and I just prefer these ones so much more. And then we get into the units binders that I have. I've decided to collect every unit or group card for most of my biases, so like my ults and like my semi-ults, like the ones right after my ults. And I've decided to put them in separate binders so I don't have to focus too much on that. These binders are staying. I fucking love my units binders. They are absolutely staying, and they are staying in these specific binders because this one's pink and my boy one is blue and it's cotton candy. We love it. We love cotton candy in this house. That color combination is amazing. So first off, we have Itzy. So I collect Yeji. So these are all of Yeji's units with the other members. So I don't have any. So it just works out really good because there's 5 members. So it's 4 units per era. It's beautiful. And then I have my i-dle units. So I'm missing the other unit with Yena, and then I have this group card, the one reeler pre-order group card for Yena or i-dle. And then I have my sserafim units, so I collect Kazuha. So I collect Kazuha's units with the other members. So I have both of her anti-fragile ones, but I'm missing the Unforgiven one. And then for their Japanese releases, I am also collecting them because again, there are 5 members. They did 1 unit with each member. Fills up a page. It's beautiful. So I only have this one for Feelers Japan, and I have none for Unforgiven Japan. And then I have Oh My Girl. I collect Mimi, and they don't really have unit cards, but they have a few group cards. I think there's more than this. These are just the 2. Like this one was gifted to me when I did a trade, and I know there's one for the 5th season, but I think there's actually more than this because I saw a listing on Mercari Japan of like a unit card set, and there's more, so maybe I'm gonna have to do a little research. But I know this one from Dun Dun Dance is with Yua, so I have this one. As other than that, they don't have much for units. And then I have my twice units. So I collect Jaehyun, so every single unit and group card that Jaehyun is in will go in here. So I have The Story Begins. I'm missing page 2. These are the more and more units, and then I have like the groups and then the other like more than 2 member units. Then we have Eyes Wide Open as well. And then Formula of Love down here starts there. And then the 3 ready to be units from the digipacks. And then I also have group pre-order cards for twice, because I was collecting those at one point. And I also have some Japanese group cards for twice because I was also collecting those at one point, but I'm not like fully collecting those. I'll just keep them if I get them. And then this is the last of my zippered binders. So this is my boy group unit 1. So it starts off with Ace, so I collect WoW, so these are his units for Adventures in Wonderland. The Butterfly Fantasy and Siren Dawn had quite a lot. I'm missing a few because I got rid of some. Of course, I'm dumb. And then for Changer. And then these are pre-order units for Changer. He had 1 with each member. I love this page so much. And then Japanese group cards. They just had a new release, so I am missing those 2 as well. And then I have merch group cards back here. I have a lot because I used to collect Ace like in full, like completely, all of their non-album stuff too. So I have a lot of group cards left and units left for WoW that WoW was in. There's some that I'm missing, but I'm not going to get those. And then I have Blitzers. So for their check-in album, they had units, and it's 1 with each member in this concept, and then 1 with each member in another concept. So since there's 7 members in Blitzers. I collect Jinhwa, who's this one right here. He has 1 unit with each member, so it's 6 units per version, so it's 12 units in total. I thought there was only 6, but there's 12. So I have 1 with Goyu, 1 with Xia, and 1 with Wuju. That's it. And then I have my boynextdoor units. So these are the Y units. I collect Jaehyun, so these are Jaehyun's units with all of the maknae line. And then here we have enhypen. So I want to collect all of enhypen's group cards because they do group cards quite often, and I just love enhypen so much, and I can't really collect OT7, so I figured getting all of their group cards would be the best way to go. So I just have them like this. And then I have n.flying. So n.flying doesn't do group cards that much or units that much. So I have this one from the reel, and then Seunghyub, who is the person I collect, his units for Dearest. And then I have some non-album stuff as well, merch cards. And then I have Mirae, who does units and group cards quite often. So here I have like Action, and then Passion had quite a few group cards and units. Well, no, they were all unit cards. And then Eternally had group cards. And then I have this one pre-order card with, because I collect Yonga, I don't think I said that, with Johan for First Love, because First Love had none. And then back here, I just have the Lonely Xikers group card that you got in like the Platform or the Nemo's album. I can't remember which one. Next up, we are going to do these types of binders, these hardcover checkerboard binders. These contain my semi-alts, not quite alt, but high enough bias that I want to collect everything for, well, every album card for them. So we start off with this black one, which consists of Dreamcatcher and i-dle. So for Dreamcatcher, I collect siyeon. And again, for a lot of groups, especially for groups that have very expensive older cards, I don't want to set up for them. I have like them not marked on my wish list saying that I will trade for them or buy them if the price is right, but I am not going to like set myself up for failure. So I'm not setting up for them in here because that would be ridiculous on my part. So I don't have much for Shein, even though I used to have pretty much all of these cards, especially the older cards. I had them all. That's what happens when you decide to downsize and then want to pick them back up again. That's why I don't downsize too much nowadays. I mainly add groups. Summer Holiday is the one that I'm doing the better, the most. Doing the best. Nah, doing the best on. And like I have absolutely nothing for villains, so. And then for i-dle, I decided to collect Wonyoung because I absolutely love that girl. She needs to be protected and people are too harsh on her for just existing. But she's also very expensive and I have absolutely nothing for her. It's empty. It's empty, 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 completely empty. So that's gonna be a 2024 project. Work on my i-dle and Dreamcatcher collections. Next up, we have this pink one, which has i-dle, miyeon, and itzy, yeji. So I don't have the I trust photocards in here because I don't think they'd fit. So again, I don't have much of this because expensive. So it's kind of sad. That's why I want to change how I collect too, because as you'll see later, I collect some full groups as well, but I just have my biases separated from the full groups so that I can focus on my bias and the full group comes like second. It's like an afterthought. But how can I even collect full group for those groups when I can't even collect my member? So, you know, and depressing. And then I also have Yeji in here. Again, her collection is kind of lackluster just because she's expensive. Not because itzy is expensive, but just Yeji in particular is very expensive. So and yeah, that's it. I don't have the new comeback set up for yet because I want to see what they have first in terms of photocards before actually setting up. Like I want to see like a full template of it first. Then next up we have this one, which has the boyz Q and mirae khael in. At first I was only collecting Q as a 4 cards per era thing, so that's why I don't have as many. So that's why I don't have that many cards for him, but I do plan on collecting him a little bit more, so I am going to have more cards for him in the future. Well, this is all I have for him right now. And then nothing for the new era. And then for Khael, I did some progress on his collection recently, so it's a little bit more filled up, but it's still not complete, and I want to complete it because it shouldn't be this hard. It really shouldn't be this hard. And that is it for this binder. It's pretty full. But remember, none of this is going to stay the same. I'm not going to do another collection video after this, but you'll just have to see in whatever video that I post how different my collection is going to look. I'm not dropping anybody, but I am dropping some full groups, but I'm not dropping any of my biases. So we have this one, which is boynextdoor Jaehyun and enhypen heeseung. So start off with boynextdoor. Okay, and that was it. A very short collection. And then we have enhypen heeseung, who is a little bit more complete. I've been collecting heeseung since, not debut, but since Drunk Dazed era. So he is a little bit more complete. He is changing binders because I hate him in an A4 setup. Hate him. I do have a lot of dark blood and orange blood cards coming, so, and I have nothing for orange blood yet. So those pages are going to be a little bit more filled up. And then the last of my A4 checkerboard binders has xikers hyunwoo and zerobaseone hanbin. So for Hyunwoo, his album cards are finished. And then for hanbin, let's not talk about it. Let's really not talk about it. It's depressing. This binder is not full enough, so it keeps moving. Yeah, it's depressing. He's way too expensive. I can't not collect him because I love him so much, but he's just so goddamn expensive. Okay, so now we're gonna move into my last A5 normal binder. These are pretty much, from what you'll see from now for the rest of my A5 and A5 wides, are like the rest of my groups. So like I collect my biases separate. So like in these small A5 checkerboard we just saw, or my big binders if they're my alts. And then the rest of the groups are in here because the rest of the group is in here because I wanted to separate them, but then I realized how much I hated it, so now I'm going to combine them again. So yeah. In here we have the rest of itzy. So the rest of my itzy collection looks much better than my yeji collection. So I only start from Guess Who as well. And then I have absolutely nothing for Kill My Doubt. Nothing. I haven't really been focusing on itzy too much in like the last half of the year. And then I have this one, which has the rest of i-dle and the rest of the sserafim, which is really empty. It's a really empty binder, like really. These are two groups that I am not collecting full group anymore, because this is what my binders look like, and it's depressing. And we have the sserafim. Missing a filler here. What? Also, that's not where chaeyoung goes. Wow, I was out of it when I did this. And then this green one hosts boynextdoor, the rest of boynextdoor, the rest of xikers, and the rest of zerobaseone. So for boynextdoor, if you take jaehyun out, it's 5 members, so I decided to collect haeseung, and then have the other 4 members. So for i-dle and sserafim, I know I forgot, but I only collect certain sets, and it really is not that important to mention what certain sets I'm collecting. Also, for these 3 groups, I'm also dropping the full collections. So I have like nothing for who, but Y is a little bit more filled up. And then for xikers, again, to make it 8 so I can fit it on 2 pages, I decided to collect Junghoon. He is my second bias and I love him so much. So I decided to collect his photocards as well, separated, so I can have the rest of the 8 members in here. And then I have How to Play, which I don't have anything. And then back here I have zerobaseone. Technically, I don't have to collect a separate member for zerobaseone because if you take out hanbin, it's 8, so it's perfect. But I love Khael and hyunwoo, so I wanted to collect them for fully, and then just collect the digipacks as 8 for the rest of the members. But I only have Gyuvin cards because it pulled him in my copies. So yeah, those are the only cards that I have. And then the rest is empty. I did the same thing for Melting Point, collecting Khael and Hyunwoo in full, and then collecting the digipacks for the rest of the 8 members. I can't. It hasn't even been that long and I'm already stuttering. I have so many binders left to go through. I am scared for how long this video is going to be. And then the last of this type of A5 binders is the rest of my ace and n.flying cards. So the rest of the members for ace and n.flying. So I have a lot of random ace cards because I just cannot get rid of them. I used to collect ace OT5 and n.flying OT5, but I dropped my collections So I don't have like their older cards anymore, but I do kind of want to collect them again. Will that be possible? Probably not. Will I attempt to do it? Possibly. We'll see. The year is almost over and 2024 is around the corner. Who knows what the hell I'm gonna do in 2024. So here I have some of Chan's UNB cards. I used to have all of these. And then I have some undercover cards because undercover and the Mad Squad cards because I bought them for really cheap from somebody off of Facebook like a year or so ago. And when I got them, they seemed very suspicious. But first of all, who would fake ace cards? And they're like really good fakes, but the corners are all off. And I know for sure there hasn't been a second press for these albums. So I think just it's like the Jaehyun mystery, his cards don't match. I think it's just, you know, whoever they were using to make their cards, their presses are inconsistent. Their printing, their cutting is inconsistent. Inconsistent. I can't speak. So I kept them. So undercover ends here, and then I have the Mad Squad. It's not a lot, just a few. I was mainly buying Donghoon and Chan ones because along with Wow, who is my bias, that's my top 3. But I did buy the June and Byungkon ones they had available as well because, you know, they were cheap. And then we start off with the actual collection, which is Siren Dawn onwards. So I have Chan complete, but like the rest of the members are, it's pathetic. Also, this is orange and not yellow because yellow is for FT Island. And I didn't want to use yellow twice. So this one got orange. And then I also have Changer, which was their last OT5 release. They've been having digital singles lately without Chan because he's still in the military, but I think they're actually going to wait until Chan comes back to have an actual like album release. Plus Donghoon's on build up, so I don't know what's going on with that. So, and then I have n.flying, which is from Man on the Moon onwards because those are the easier eras to collect. Well, n.flying is complete. And Turbulence. And then Dearest. So yeah, that is this binder. Then we will move on to the A5 wide binders, which I have quite a few of those too. We will start off with this one because it's like the least important one. This is my Snuper cards, mostly Snuper. Because I have so many of them, because Snuper has 6 members, a lot of the sets I'm only missing Sibin or like 2 members to finish the set. So I decided to set them up, some of the sets. So, and I thought it fit, because these cards fit in here, but without a sleeve. So I thought I would put them in here, but I am moving these. So these are just like what I have. I was contemplating on collecting Snuper, like some sets, you know, and then the day of Snuper announced that they were disbanding, and I was like, I went on Macari Japan and like depressed bought like some big, I bought a big ass Sangil set and then a big ass Wusung set, and then I bought Suhyun and Taeyoung like smaller sets, and then these Sangil cards I already had because he is my bias in Snuper. I have absolutely no Sabin cards, but who is surprised? With him being in Omega X, it's quite expensive. But I would love to finish these sets. I'm only missing Sabin. And then we get 2 Japanese cards. Snuper have some of my favorite Japanese cards. They're so cute. They're so cohesive. I love them so much. Like here, these Stand By Me cards sets, and like these Oh Yeah sets, I'm only missing Sabin. These Weekend Secret sets are so cute. And then here's a page of like random, like this is one era and this is another. Like their last few eras where I stopped collecting Snuper, I'm not as familiar with. So after Come Over, I have absolutely no idea what they did. But then I have Teen Top back here too. I have this It set because, if you don't know, Teen Top was one of my very first K-pop group, and this was one of the very first K-pop photocard sets that I knew existed, along with like SM groups and stuff. But these cards used to go for so much back when, because this album was out of print and everything, and I got them for all like very expensive. Like, me today cannot believe I used to spend that much money on cards back then. And then this time around when I decided to collect them, I just typed in Teen Top in Mercari Japan, and I happened upon a 6-card set. It wasn't a full set, Cap was missing, but it had an extra Ricky. So like these 5 cards plus an extra Ricky for like $15, along with a bunch of like out of print Teen Top albums. And then I later found Cap on Surugaya for 50 cents. And I think that was around the time that Neokyo was having a 100 yen special commission fee on Surugaya. So, crazy. And then I also have these cards that I bought on Surugaya. And then I have my boyfriend cards. Because, if you don't know me, but I fucking love boyfriend. I love their Japanese cards a lot because, well, these aren't Japanese, but I love their Japanese cards a lot because they're all very cohesive. So I do want to collect more. Like, this is their first Japanese set. I want to collect more of their cards, but I just have these ones for now. So this is like future plans, like if I finish everything else, because in between stuff, you know, these are cards to buy in between. And then I have this binder, which is overflowing. I plan on separating this binder in 2, but I had to combine it for the time being. But this is my i-dle and Loona binder. I've decided a long time ago that I wanted to collect more i-dle and Loona cards, but I was getting overwhelmed. So I decided to collect 1 card per outfit, but that's still a lot of cards. So yeah, this is everything but like my biases. So everybody but Yena and everybody but Vivi for Loona. So it starts off with i-dle, and then for Bloom Eyes they have like 2 cards per outfit. So I'm just collecting 1. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just collecting 1 per outfit. So yeah, my Bloom Eyes collection looks a little bit better than my One Eric Diary and One Reeler ones. And I don't collect before Bloom Eyes, just because those cards are a little bit hard to get. So I just left like where Yena's supposed to go blank. And then we start One Eric Diary. Or One Eric Diary? I'm not sure how it's supposed to be said. For some reason I almost have a full page here. Oh, and it goes like this. That's the age order. So for i-dle I do age order, but for Loona I do like debut order. I think a lot of people do that. Seeing Loona in age order is weird. And we have One Reeler. This is a pre-order set. My only chaeyoung card. Got a lot of Chaeyoung and Hitomi because they are the least expensive ones on Mercari Japan. And then we start off with Loona. So I start off with Midnight onwards and I collect 1 card per version. I do try to collect the selfies, so like on my wish list I don't have any like the faraway cards there. So yeah, it's kind of depressing. I have a lot of Hyunjin cards because I did like a big Hyunjin trade, but other than that it's very depressing. And we have And. I heard that the B version of And is really hard, and I get it. I very much get it, because I don't have any VV cards for B either. And then, of course, the AR set, almost completed. I flip that. I started collecting before, so I do have a little bit more. And that is it for this binder. And then I have this binder that is completely getting redone. I'm not collecting anything in here anymore because I decided it was stupid. I did this on a whim because I wanted to collect more stuff. I don't know why I keep doing that to myself, but this is the rest of the Dreamcatcher members and the rest of the enhypen members. In certain sets, not everything, but they're more like concept, like far away shots, those ones. I have absolutely like nothing for this, so oh yeah, they're double-sided. These sleeves are double-sided, so I usually don't double-side stuff, but to save on pages and sleeves. Like, yeah, I have nothing. Nothing. And then for enhypen. Absolutely nothing. This binder is empty, and it's going to stay empty because I'm not going to add anything else to it. And then the last of this type of A5 wide binder is this very fucking full binder. It's not going to stay this way. It's twice. I collect jaehyun, and then I also collect Sana and Chaeyoung in full in another binder. So this is the rest of the 6 members in all the sets that I wanted to collect, but it's not going to stay this way. I am changing the way I collect twice, so this binder is not going to be this way. So yeah. So this binder's pretty empty, and it's gonna remain this way until like Taste of Love, because I decided to collect Taste of Love OT9 a while back, and I still like I've been keeping up with those collection, like Taste of Love onwards. So it's pretty empty. These are just leftover cards that I had from when I used to collect OT9 twice. So yeah. A lot of Jaehyun, because I had a lot of her cards to begin with. And then we start Taste of Love. So a little bit more cards. Then we have Formula of Love here. And then Between 1 and 2. And then Ready to Be, which is not as completed, but you know, yeah, this whole binder is gonna not stay like this. Okay, here is the rest of Twice. This is, well, not the complete rest of Twice, but this is my Chaeyoung and Sana binder. I don't collect every single one. I just collect the ones that I think look well together enough. So Sana is on the top row and Chaeyoung is on the bottom row, but like this is also not gonna stay this way, so it's pretty empty. I have some Chaeyoung cards, but like as you can see, not a lot. There's some. And then we get into Taste of Love, which is a little bit more filled out. So the rest is a little bit more filled out. I do like this setup that I have, but I want to change. I don't want too many binders with like the same group in it. So I am going to put my top 3 in a big binder and do like every other collector, collect some OT9 sets here and there just to satisfy my need of having OT9 stuff, because I love Twice. They're an ult. Then I have this binder, which is kind of like not a disbanded group binder, but like former faves. So I have like former Good Day members in here, so like Signature, Iris, and Red Square, and I also have Halo and Speed in here because they were like former ults. So we start off with Signature, and I collect only the Good Day members. So Chaesun, Jiwon, and Belle, but also Sun and Yeja, who were former signature members, but also former Good Day members at the same time. So we start off with Listen and Speak. And I have these two Sun pre-order cards. And then I have Red Square here, which is a different group with other former Good Day members. I used to have all of these cards and now I don't. And then I have Signature again. They're in like release order instead of being in group order because Red Square doesn't exist anymore. So then I have Dear Diary Moment. That's when they drop down to these three. And then I have Iris, which is composed of 3 of the Red Square members that became Iris. There's 4 members in the group, but the last member isn't a former Good Day member, so I feel a little bit bad not collecting her, but I only collect former Good Day members because the attachment that I have to Good Day is huge. And then I also have some Yoonsuh pre-order cards because I do want to collect pre-order cards for Signature and Iris, but their Signature are really expensive. So Iris is like really the only easy ones to get, and for some reason I only have Yoonsuh because I have another set of Yoonsuhs coming on. So that's 3 sets of her cards. And then I was gifted these C9 Christmas concept cards when I bought some signature cards. So I want like one selfie. I think there's 2 different versions of selfies. I don't know, I just want one of each member to like finish that page. And then here is My Little Aurora. And then the new one I don't have anything for. Belle's not in this one because she's on Universe ticket. And then we have Halo. So this is Hello Halo. Grow Up. Young Love. Happy Days. And Here I Am. And then a Young Love group card. And then some Japanese cards. And then back here I have Speed. And I want to collect 3 copies of each card, which is stupid. I know. But I love Speed, and I would get full 9 pocket pages of each card if I could. I just fucking love Speed so much. So I have 2 Yuhwans, use my bias, so we're starting off good. The one that might give me some hard time is the group card, because that group card was a special card. And then we have my WeI binder, which is the rest of the WeI members minus Yonga, because I collect him in full. So these are like just sets from First Love onwards, and it's mostly like 2 cards per outfit. So I didn't want to, because First Love has 4 cards per outfit, and I didn't want to do that, but I might be doing that, so whatever, I'm a hypocrite. So at first I was only collecting like, at first I was collecting this way, but then I decided to collect only 1 card per outfit. So that's why I have like 1 full set, and then the second set I'm missing a lot. And then we have Passion, who I actually had a lot of these cards already, so now I'm missing too much for Passion. Some of these, in person, some of these backs look paler. But I think it might be the sleeve. And then here we have Eternally, which is their latest one. And again, I was only collecting 1 card per outfit, so I have like 1 full set and then like nothing for the rest. Except for this Junso. And then I also have Blitzers back here. I forgot. So my second bias in Blitzers is you, Juno. But he's on hiatus right now, so Blitzers is a 6-member group at the moment. But I really wanted to collect his cards because I love him so much, and honestly I have absolutely no idea if he's gonna return, so I wanted like something to commemorate him. So I have like his album card. So this is Check-In, this is Seatbelt, and then I have like the my nail got stuck. The 2 Bobbin cards here, and then Window will be here, and then I have their Peak Time photo card sets minus Jinhwa because he's in my big binder, and then I have Macarena minus Jinhwa in full, so there's only 5 members for that. That is it for this binder, and then we move on to the last A5 wide binder, and then we can finally get into the big binders, and I am already at an hour. Holy fuck. I had a feeling this video was going to be long, but I am not even rambling. So here I have my Oh My Girl binder, and it's everybody but Mimi. And I don't collect every single Oh My Girl card. I collect all of their angel cards because I fucking love that concept. I hate that they stopped that concept. Bring it back. And then I collect 2 cards per outfit, per either 2 selfies and 2 like far away cards per outfit for Dun Dun Dance onwards. So here we have Pink Ocean, Windy Day, Eyeing, Coloring Book, Secret Garden, Remember Me, oops, The 5th Season, Fall in Love, or Bungee. And then we start with like the non-angel cards. So for a while, like I was only collecting 1 card per outfit. So I have like full sets, but different colored backs. So I only have a few full sets for Oh My Girl. And then we have Real Love, which is a pain in the ass. And then we have Golden Hourglass, which is almost complete. Because I wasn't collecting the poker cards. Okay. Now we can finally move on to the big binders. But I have so many of them. Ouch. We will start off with my FT Island binder. I collect FT Island in full for Japanese photo cards, and then I collect Minhwan for everything else. So here is like Minhwan's Korean page. I don't really feel like naming every single one of them. And then here is the lockup page. These 4 are album cards, and the other 5 are pre-order cards. I am missing some pre-order cards, and I would like to set up for them, but I don't know which ones I'm missing. And here I have Sage, which is the newest era, and for my big binders, I have all the pre-order cards marked out and positioned in the way that I want them to, because I think it's so fucking satisfying to be like, I have the Sage Everline lucky draw, and take out that part and put the card in, instead of being like, oh, I have a new pre-order card, puts it at the end of the row. That's my personal opinion. I just find this so much more satisfying and so much funner because I arrange them by outfits. Most of the time. Sometimes I get lazy, but most of the time. So this is the first Sage page, second, and third. So then we have the Japanese photo card section. I do collect OT4 with Seunghyun and Wonbin when he was present. So I have the cards in this kind of pattern, like this is one and this is another, with Minhwan being the youngest in the middle, but he's my bias, so I would have put him in the middle anyways. So that's how I have it. I have almost all of Minhwan's Japanese photo cards. I'm missing like ticket cards, so like 9 pocket size, I have all of them. The rest of the members, we're not doing so great, but it's fine. It's fine. It's a work in progress. I used to have pretty much all of these cards too. Just, yeah, if there's one takeaway you take from this video, is just don't downsize. Even if you do downsize, just don't sell them off or trade them off. Keep them, because you never know. I'm not gonna say because like the titles are right there and it's just a lot. So they're mirrored, so it goes like Honky Jaehyun Seunghyun Minhwan, Honky Jaehyun Seunghyun Minhwan, Seunghyun Minhwan. Like I got pages like this where I'm only missing 1 card per album, which is great. And then I have one full page, 2 full pages, maybe 2. but it's like towards the newer eras. A full page. Beautiful. And another full page. And then Siyeon left, so we start getting 3. And then we have, like, I forgot to put white paper or fillers. So we have their new one. I don't know if these are album cards or not, but they're in there. And then we get into Japanese DVD photo cards and postcards, because I do want to collect all of those as well, because if you didn't know, if ftl is a band, and all of their postcards and photo cards involve them playing their respective instrument, or in Honky's case, singing. So I just enjoy the vibe of their Japanese concerts, because I prefer their Japanese songs to their Korean songs. So I love that they do stuff like this, but they have a lot, and I don't even have all of Minhwan's for that. I have all of his photo cards, which are these 5 right here, but I don't have all of his postcards. I stopped after a while, and now I'm super behind. Okay, I need to move this and put that in the back. These are like other random Minhwan stuff. So these are Japanese trading cards. And then they had a live this year, so this is from that. And then I have bigger inclusions for albums in here as well. I have a bigger inclusions binder. Oh my god, I forgot I had a bigger inclusions binder. See, these are some of his Japanese postcards, but because they started doing 2 versions of Japanese postcards, one for like the normal version and one for like the prima donna version, which is their fan club. I get both of Minhwan's, but I only get one of each of the other members. So these are two postcards that I have both of Minhwan's for. So they're over here chilling. And then I have the lockup postcards. Oh, this is a pre-order card. This is the postcard that comes in the album. And then the Sage postcards that I want to collect in full. And then we become I'm gonna have to change how I have this. These are the Japanese DVD postcards, because they did photo cards, and then they did like 3 pocket size postcards, and then they did bigger size postcards. So like they're never consistent. So this is Hands Up. And then I always have Siyeon at the back, just because he's not a member of FT anymore. So these are the 3 active members. And Minhwan's my bias, and Minhwan's the youngest, so he would have had to have been in the back, and that's a no. And this is So Today Encore, Messenger, Winter's Night. This postcard is my favorite postcard of all of them, and it's Siyeon. It's not even my bias. Run, 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 Freedom, missing Jaehyun. And then Replay, missing Honky and Jaehyun. And then The Passion, missing some people. To the Light, 5 Go or Go Go. And then this was the prima donna version for that one. You got the full postcard set in the prima donna version. So. And then after that, I don't have it set up for everything. So if I have a postcard for that era or that DVD, I put it in and like leave the whole page for it. But I don't pre-set up everything, because there's going to be a bunch of empty pockets back here. So this is Where's My Puppy, Law of FT Island. This is We Just Do It, Planet Bonds, and 5 Treasures. And then I also have Arigato. They've had a few tours since Arigato, so. Okay, that is it for FT Island. Next up, I'm going to do my Park Ji-hoon binder, so I collect him in 101 and also his solo stuff, but I mostly have solo stuff for him. So here are his 101 stuff, smaller photocard size stuff. And then we have his solo stuff, so this is A Clock, his debut, it's complete. And we have 360, which is also complete. And then we have the W, not complete. And then I have 1 pre-order card for the W. Message. These cards were first press cards in the album. Like, how stupid was that? And then we have 1 pre-order card for Message. Then we have my collection, which is almost complete. And then pre-order cards. hot and cold, almost complete, pre-order cards, and then we have the answer, which is complete, but no pre-order cards. And then we have blank or black, which was his latest release, and it is far from complete. I just have my pulls. These cards are really expensive. And then some pre-order cards. And that is it for my Jaehyun binder. Next up, I have my Yena binder. So I have her IZ*ONE stuff in here along with her solo stuff. And I got these 2 keynote cards. I am done with her IZ*ONE album photo cards. So excited. So excited. So here we have Color Eyes and Heart Eyes, and then Bloom Eyes, One Eric Diary or One Eric Diary, and One Reeler. And then I have some Japanese trading cards and more, but I sold or traded some. I do want them eventually. And then some other random IZ*ONE stuff, and then we move on to her solo stuff. So here we first have Smiley, so we have the heart trading cards, and then the rest of the album photo cards. Almost there. Someday I'll be done. And then we have some pre-order cards. I do try to get as many pre-order cards as I can for Yena because I think her pre-order cards are really cute. And then we have Smartphone. My album card collection needs a lot of work, so we're not talking about it. And then pre-order cards. And then Love War. Oops. It's for the limited. And then some pre-order cards. And then for Hate XX, I have like nothing. Although I have a little bit more than I had before, so. And then Smiley Japanese, I have 3 out of the 6. And then merch stuff, so I have her Season's Greetings 2022. I want her 2023 Season's Greetings so bad, but I want to buy the photo cards in a set. I can't find them. And then I have like the winter trading cards. I have a few of them here. And that's it for my Yena binder. She releases so much stuff that I just can't keep up, and she's having a comeback next month. I physically, mentally cannot keep up. Then I'm going to do this binder, which has the Sserafim Kazuha, Loona Vivi, and Oh My Girl Mimi in. So as you saw previously, I forgot to mention, but for my soloists, I don't put all of the pre-order cards. I don't label all of the pre-order cards because they have way too many, and that would be like so depressing. So yeah. So we start off with the Sserafim, and I collect Kazuha. So we start off with Fearless. Anti-Fragile. Still missing this goddamn card. And some pre-order cards. I only have a few. And then Unforgiven, completed. Pre-order cards, again, only have a few. A lot for Unforgiven. And then Fearless Japan. I only decided to collect a 9 pocket for that. And then Unforgiven Japan. Next we have Loona Vivi, and I am very behind on my Loona collection. Loona used to be an old group and I used to collect OT12, but when they started like actually having releases as OT12, I did not like their music, so I stopped collecting them. But I've always loved Vivi, and she is my favorite person in the whole entire world. I love her so much. So like a year or so ago, I decided to start collecting her again, but it's been hard just to get her cards, so it's a very slow collection. And pre-order cards, I'm probably never going to get any of them, but I put them in here anyways. Flip That is a little bit better. For Lucemble, I actually have all of the main photo cards, like the main photo cards coming. I don't have any of the Ever Music ones though, but it's something. But they have way too many pre-order cards for Lucemble that I don't know if I'll be able to do this. And then I have Oh My Girl Mimi, so I collect all of her album photo cards. I am not too bad on her album photo cards. I am missing some, but it's not that bad. Then I have pre-order cards as well. I like to put their pre-order cards after whatever era it is. That is it for this binder. I am trying to go as fast as I can. This video is way too long. I'm almost done. I think there's 3 binders left. Okay, and this binder is like the boy group equivalent of the other one. So I have Ace, Wow, Blitzers, Jinhwa, and n.flying in here. Same premise, except for these groups I have, especially Ace and n.flying, I have a lot of non-album stuff too. Those are Japanese cards. I have the new ones on the way, and then we move into like merch. So this is Season's Greetings. I'm missing a few. Had them all, but you know, I sold and traded a lot of them when I decided not to collect non-album cards anymore. Fanship. I have all of these though. And then photo books. Missing some of these too. And then just random concert merch, whatever. Then I have Blitzer's Jinhwa. I'm missing quite a lot of his cards because he's a newer collection. I only started collecting him this year, so. This is a Japanese concert card. And then lastly in this binder is n.flying. Again, a little bit more non-album cards for him. Not that many pre-order cards. He's expensive. Still missing these 2 album cards for him. Never find them. I did set up pre-order cards for his solo though, because there wasn't that many compared to like the other soloists that I collect, and I had a few. One Japanese card because that's all they have. Season's Greetings, and then Fanship down here. Photo book. I don't have anything for his solo photo book because my order got canceled. Yeah. And then concert merch, other random merch stuff here. And that is it for this binder. 2 more binders to go. We can do this, we can do this. Okay, so this is my twice Jaehyun binder. So this is only Jaehyun, but it includes like all her album cards, like JYP pre-order cards like this, actual pre-order cards, non-album cards, everything in here. So everything is kind of like mushed together or separated out. There's no rhyme or reason, honestly. Then I also have like pre-order cards. Then her solo, I am severely behind on. Why are these cards so expensive? Like, what is the difference between her and Nayeon solo, where Nayeon's cards were so cheap compared to hers? These are just my pulls. And some pre-order cards. Then I have some of her monographs, not all of them. Some of her Japanese cards, not all of them. And then some tour cards, other random merch stuff, but mainly tour cards, because I think their tour cards are really cute. I used to have more, but I sold, traded some, yada yada. You know the drill. Okay, now we have the last binder, and I saved Younga from WeI for last because honestly, I think his collection is the one I'm the most proud of. Why am I so proud of this collection? Because his WeI album cards are finished, and because I have quite a chunk of pre-order cards for him, and I feel like that's an accomplishment in itself because we have so many pre-order cards. So we start off with this one, the 9 stuff. I'm missing these 2 blah blah cards, and then I have like some merch stuff. I know, no sleeves, it's annoying. All pre-order cards. Yeah, these are all empty. Those Japanese cards. And then these are fanship and seasons greetings. And then my universe cards. That is it. This whole video is done. Actually, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. A raw, it's an hour and a half. It's probably not gonna be much shorter than that because I don't really have much to cut out. I didn't do any unnecessarily rambling. I am so proud of myself. Although I'll probably figure out some stuff to cut out. You know, I did a lot of mistakes. But yeah, I want to count how many binders that was. 32 binders. Shit, I forgot about my big inclusions. Okay, let's go through that very quickly. So I have FT Island's big inclusions in their own binder because this binder was full, but I'm changing FT Island's location, so I'm gonna have to figure something out because this binder is overflowing. So I'm just gonna flip through this. I'm not gonna name anything. If you have any questions on what something is or where it came from, please leave a timestamp and try to describe the item as best as you can, and I will get back to you. Okay, probably couldn't see anything over there, but you weren't missing much anyways. So that is it. Truly, finally it. For my Kpop photocard collection in December, January of 2023, 2024. Because I don't know when I'm going to post this. Oh, we are done. Fini. I am tired. My back hurts. And I hope to greet you in 2024 with a better setup. So with that said, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!